Fighting plan on the road. It includes hiring more police.
I'm opposed to defunding the police. I'm also opposed to defunding the FBI.
In a Pennsylvania speech, he's criticizing supporters of the former president in Congress and asking whose side they're on.
You can't be pro-law enforcement and pro-insurrection. You can't be a party of law and order and call the people who attacked the police on January 6th patriots. You can't do it.
He plans a primetime speech in Philadelphia Thursday night, drilling down on his attacks against so-called MAGA Republicans who argue that his administration is destroying the country. This is a Fox News alert. Just getting word that former Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev has died. This from Russian news reports. Gorbachev was 91 and the eighth and final leader of the Soviet Union, known for many reforms, and the one then President Ronald Reagan challenged to tear down this wall during the Cold War.
Margaret Thatcher was one of the first internationally who backed the Soviet leader, saying she could do business with him. But with Gorbachev's reforms came more changes in the Soviet Union. In August 1991, there was an attempted coup, and the Gorbachevs were under house arrest for 3 days. He denounced the coup as illegal, but soon realized the former Soviet Union was falling apart. Gorbachev resigned as president on Christmas Day, 1991.
Fox's Brett Baer. Gorbachev received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1990, several years after signing the historic treaty to limit intermediate nuclear forces. Federal officials sounding the alarm about rainbow-colored fentanyl flowing into the U.S. The DEA says it's now been found in at least 18 states. America is listening to Fox News.
Every search you make, every click you take, they'll be watching you.
Are you tired of being tracked online? There's a simple solution. DuckDuckGo. It's an all-in-one privacy app with a built-in private search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, email protection, and more, all for free. Download the app today and get the most comprehensive privacy protection with the push of a button. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Identity theft shows no sign of slowing down. In fact, more than $14 billion stolen last year. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, LifeLock will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save 25% on their first year of protection with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. LifeLock.com, promo code BECK.
A federal judge in Colorado has to decide whether the suspect in an abortion clinic shooting should be forced to take medication.
Robert Deere is accused of killing 3 people and injuring 8 when he went to a Planned Parenthood clinic in 2015 in Colorado Springs armed with multiple firearms. He's facing state and federal charges, but has had multiple outbursts in court and been declared mentally incompetent to stand trial several times. In 2016, he was diagnosed with delusional disorder, but has refused to take medication. Court filings show Deere has told medical officials in prison that he once had a heart attack due to antipsychotic medication before. Now a judge is deciding whether he should be forcibly medicated. Deere has said he is guilty and in court during one outburst called himself a warrior for babies.
Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. 2 juveniles and 1 adult now face criminal charges over the death of another minor shot and killed while making a TikTok video earlier this month. Court documents say a pistol discharged while the 3 minors were making dance videos for the social media platform in Monte Vista, Colorado, southwest of Denver. One juvenile telling police they saw one suspect point and fire at the victim. The gun's owner says he wasn't at the scene. He's now charged with providing a firearm to a juvenile. A Sopranos star has died.
Actor Robert Lupone, who starred as Dr. Bruce Cusimano, Tony Soprano's family physician and neighbor, has died at the age of 76. The Soprano star died following a 3-year battle with pancreatic cancer. The Manhattan Class Company Theater, which Lupone co-founded, confirmed the news. Lupone is the brother of theater legend Patti Lupone. He earned a Tony nomination for his role in the original run of A Chorus Line.
Fox's Michelle Polino. Stocks tumble for a third day. The Dow drops 308 points. The S&P and the NASDAQ sliding more than 1%. I'm Lisa Brady. This is Fox News.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for Eastern Illinois, Champaign, Urbana, Evans, Saturday in a midsummer feel expected for the day today. But to the north and west of us, it's a strong cold front. Yeah, more storms in the forecast coming off yesterday's bout. Matter of fact, we're in a slight risk to even an enhanced risk of severe weather. The likelihood of a severe weather watch box later on this afternoon and part of tonight. In the wake of that frontal boundary passage, back into seasonal warmth, lowering humidity, comfortable weather through the middle part of the week. It looks delightful for the Labor Day holiday weekend and a late season summer heat wave weather pattern maybe in our midst late next week and beyond. We'll keep you posted. Close to 90 today with a partly sunny sky, shower thunderstorm in spots before the morning is done. Otherwise, scattered storms erupt this afternoon and a round or two for early on tonight, maybe requiring a weather watch, strong and severe. Highs near 90 today, down to 66 tonight. Sunshine, lower humidity tomorrow, and Wednesday too, daytime temperatures into the lower 80s, overnight readings in the mid to upper 50s. For Stevie J Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
Check. I literally just create madness.
Well, they're up.
I'm going to go off here.
They don't have a great quarterback.
I got to take a break. I'm getting in trouble.
To win the Big Ten, you first got to win the West.
Bad Bunny.
Have you heard his name in a while?
No.
Has it bothered you?
No. Defensively, they got to come in with some confidence.
Is that even analytics?
I'm in a parking garage, kind of lost.
Terrence Shannon, Matthew Meyer, R.J. Melendez, Coleman Hawkins.
These stronger presentations aren't over.
I didn't come here to go 5 and 7.
I'm so proud of Illinois football right now. I'm so tired of Joel Embiid.
We're not taking Patrick Corbin.
I want to bet the Bears.
Oh.
You are Reba McEntire's niece.
Roshan Russell.
Coach Bielma.
You no longer salute to yourself.
What?
We got all kinds of things for you here.
There's a lot of glass.
Oh.
Guys, we have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
It's The Drive.
Smack dogs.
Thunderstruck. Yeah, thunderstruck.
Well, can you hear me? Goodness sakes, that's loud. That's my bad. It is good morning to everyone. It is The Drive with Tay and Piper. It is Tuesday, August 30th. My brother has a birthday tomorrow, continuously 2 years older than me. So I've always got that. in my back pocket. You're the young one, right? No, you're the old one.
No, I'm the oldest.
That's right. You're the oldest. So your brother and I have a lot in common. We're the better looking. We're younger. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that we've got over you.
This is the first time I've heard you say my younger but very much taller brother is better looking than me, so I appreciate that.
I'm sure he does too. He's probably like, whoa, hey, I like that. I like being better looking than my bro. All right, here's the scoop. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to hear from Julian Pearl, who I don't want to say is the pride of Danville. They've had a lot of great athletes in Danville, but certainly right now, Julian Pearl is doing some great things with this Illinois football team at tackle. He really came on last season, and this year he solidified a spot on that offensive line, and I think he's a guy that, if he stays healthy, is going to really help anchor that line. And, of course, as Jay Lehman, we talked about yesterday, you asked him about what's different about Indiana. Well, it's Big Ten athletes, right? Compared to Wyoming, they should be a little bit bigger, stronger on that defensive front, so you're going to need this offensive line to work through that. So we're going to hear from Julian Pearl. We'll also hear from Ryan Walters. Little snippets from those guys. We're not going to play a bulk of it. Ryan Walters, of course, the defensive coordinator. He talked a little bit about what happened Saturday, and then he kind of looked ahead to Indiana, and he really kind of described Indiana very well, including Walt Bell, their new offensive coordinator, who was at, I believe, UMass. So we will dive into that. Can I say this before we move off from Illinois football? You talk about, like, this week 0. I just worked out, by the way. So I'm, like, out of breath. You know, it's like, hey, Lon worked out. Look out. So you talk about Illinois football and playing week 0, which gives a little bit of an advantage to Indiana in terms of they've now seen Illinois. However, you know, where Illinois hasn't seen Indiana, so they'll have a little bit of an advantage. The Hoosiers there, you know, in terms of new coordinators, so we don't quite know what they're going to be throwing out there. But the more I think about this, and I know it's one of those that you can skew it either way to help yourself,
yep.
Right? But I think with especially this offensive line, I think it was instrumental that they get that first game out of the way. Pihlstrom had some penalties. I think the line didn't maybe play an A-plus game or even a B-plus game. I think they would tell you that. Not that they were bad against Wyoming. They certainly opened up a lot of holes for Chase Brown. I just feel like for guys that haven't really played together, to get that under their belt, I think that was huge. And then number two, and then I'm going to shut up, I feel like, and we talked about this yesterday, that Barry Lunny Jr. and Ryan Walters really didn't show much because they didn't have to against Wyoming. So whereas Indiana has some tape now on Tommy DeVito, they've got some tape on Illinois and their new, the defensive schemes, et cetera. I don't know that they've got a lot.
No, I agree with you. And you can look back to even last season what Ryan Walters was doing. So while Illinois wasn't throwing the kitchen sink at Wyoming, didn't have to blitz them, didn't have to disguise a whole lot. It's not like Indiana can't just look back to last year and say this is probably what Ryan Walters would do if he wants to get more in terms of deception and to throw new stuff at you versus what they showed in week 0. So I think they can dig into that. Now, a difference for Illinois looking at Indiana is that obviously you don't have a game to go off of. There are new coordinators on both sides, but of course you can also look at what they did at their previous stops. So I think it is a good thing that Illinois got that game in. And to the points you were speaking about where you're trying to clean up some of the little mistakes that you made, Pihlstrom's penalties could have been big mistakes in a closer game. Can you imagine taking away some of those catches that Isaiah had in a one-score type of game? That could have been a backbreaker ultimately. So that, I think, is something that can be used as a teaching point. Then just having more cohesion with that offensive line going into this game is a big deal, I think. And then for Tommy DeVito just to get some confidence by making some manageable throws, not having to do too much, be able to come off a win and get some of those early jitters you would imagine that were there. I don't know that he admitted to having anything like that, and maybe he didn't.
Not with his swagger.
Right, with the swag. You missed a couple of throws, which, I mean, a lot of quarterbacks are going to do. But, I think that's also something that I would imagine could play to Illinois' benefit. Now, of course, if Indiana comes out and does a whole bunch of different new stuff that Illinois wasn't anticipating, there's going to be maybe an advantage on their end in that kind of a sense. So, like you said, you could play it either way. There are positive and negatives to both sides of it, but I think for what you described, Illinois should feel good like they got one under their belt.
Let me throw out another either way. They play Friday, so it's a short week of practice. Now, do you think that is – what do you worry about with that? Or since it's only one game, you're pretty healthy. I know McCray won't play this week. Maybe Sean Smith, I believe, the receiver, kind of banged up. Sean Miller, I'm sorry, kind of banged up a little bit. But other than that, I think the guys are fairly healthy, so you got a short week. Do you almost say, okay, well, look, we just picked up some momentum Saturday. You know those guys on Sunday probably want to go play another game. I mean, I'm sure they're juiced and ready to roll to play more football games. So, again, you can look at it either way, but you're teeing it up now on Friday instead of Saturday, and it's a short week, which pushes all your preparation, all the interviews, everything is different. Do you see more of a problem or do you see more of maybe that's a good thing for Illinois coming into this game?
Outside of the injury to McCray, I don't think it's much of a factor playing on a short week. Now, if you're in the middle of the season, and that's where just the wear of the season starts to take its toll, and then a shortened week in terms of recovery is a lot bigger deal than if you're doing it on the front end where most of these guys should be fresh. And this wasn't a slobber knocker of a game on Saturday that extended all the way into the fourth quarter. You were able to get some reserves in there late, and Wyoming just wasn't a very good opponent. So seemingly it was still a football game, and football is a very physical sport, but I would imagine that for the most part, Illinois is still probably feeling pretty fresh. I think the only thing you might look to from Illinois' standpoint with a shorter week is less preparation for an opponent, while Indiana probably for the last 2 weeks is boiler up.
Yeah.
Has been focusing solely on Illinois, I would imagine, or some kind of elongated lead up versus Illinois. Although I know Brett Bielema, we talked about a little bit yesterday with Jay, in that even during camp, Brett Bielema threw in like 2 straight days of Indiana, just knowing that would help in a shortened week. So I think that would alleviate some concerns that you won't be as prepared for the Hoosiers as they will be for you.
It's funny on the boiler up. a train went by yesterday, and Jay Lehman was talking.
I know.
And I gave you this look like, and you didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Thankfully.
I didn't want to throw him off.
Right.
He was already angry. We talked basketball in the first segment.
He was like, what are you doing, Pipes, with this boiler up? So, yeah, that was funny. I'm glad you didn't do that. One thing on that, when you talk about if you're Indiana and you're Tom Allen after winning 2 games last year, you are solely focused on winning this game. This is Nebraska for Illinois last year, don't you think? I mean, you know how much Brett Bielema and that staff put into just beating Nebraska, and it worked. I feel like for Tom Allen, who has done really well, I think, or fairly well at Indiana considering, after 2-10, now all of a sudden people are going to start to wonder, okay, why? Where are we going here? Let's don't keep slipping. We got to do better. I think they're going to go all in on Illinois. Now, here's what I'll say. When I was younger in this business and I was doing the TV side of it, I would always hear coaches like who were getting ready to play, they were getting ready to play Camargo in round 1 in football, in game 1 of football. And they're like, oh, we're solely focused on Camargo. We're not looking ahead. And I'm like, really? I mean, seriously? I love that Brett Bielema came out and said that we actually spent a couple of days working with Indiana. I don't think that's a shot at Wyoming. I don't think that's, and I know a lot of times coaches don't do that because they don't want to disrespect their first opponent. They don't want everybody to think, well, we're looking ahead, and then if you somehow trip up in the first game. I love that Brett Bielema said that, and I love the fact that they did it, because how much can you prepare for Wyoming and realize that, all right, guys, we should win this game. We then have a short week against Indiana, and we've got to get a little bit of that prep in right now while we can. Now, maybe if this Indiana game was on Saturday, it was a normal full week of preparation, maybe Brett doesn't do that. But I just personally, this is just my personal feeling, I love that he did it, and I love that this team actually took strides to prepare for Indiana so that you're not more than ready, but you're readier? You're more ready than you would have been if you wouldn't have done it. I like it.
I like it as well. I imagine that most coaches would do that, but of course, Brett Bielema having the experience that he does in college football and just in general, he's a very proven and successful coach. It's something that a well-coached football team would do. So while we might take it for granted, you might sit there and say, well, most teams would do that. We don't know it as well on the inside, and the fact that this is what Illinois did it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense when he says that that's what they ultimately how they went about it. Now, Indiana, to your point, in 2019, they went to the Gator Bowl. They were 8-5 and ultimately lost that bowl game, but they were 8-5. And then in 2020, they were 6-2 and were pushing for an appearance in that Big Ten championship game. Now, that's when they changed the rules and let Ohio State go instead. Mm-hmm. And then last year, they were preseason 17th in the country.
Wow.
Played Iowa right out of the gate and lost that. And then it just went all downhill from there. They were 2-10, 0-9 in the Big Ten. And
I had no idea they were 17th.
Yes. Going into the year, they were 17th. And the wheels just completely fell off. So they've got to be very hungry because while Illinois and Indiana are very similar and that looked at as basketball schools, and it's usually early October, sometimes even late September. We're like, is basketball here yet? Please save us right now. Indiana's had a lot of really good turnout at their football games and a new energy. I mean, that Tom Allen deserves a lot of credit for being able to stir up, and I'm sure that they're just dying to get back on the direction they were going the previous 2 years before last year.
I noticed Brett said the thing he likes about Tom Allen is that he's done it his way. He came in there with a plan. He stuck to that plan, and that's something every coach tries to do, don't get me wrong, but I think you can definitely see that with Brett Bielema and what he's attempting to do here. You mentioned basketball. We barely talked about Imani Hansberry yesterday, so I want to break that down a little bit more. I mean, look, we love that Illinois is 1-0 in football. We love that it's football season, don't get me wrong, but it's still all about basketball when it comes to a recruit signing or at least verbaling to a team, especially when it's a 4 or a 5-star. Brad Underwood and this staff continue to do some amazing things on the recruiting trail. So when we come back, I want to talk to you about Imani Hansberry. We'll also hear from Ryan Walters and Julian Pearl. And then before we close out the show today, I want to talk a little baseball with you. We are off early again due to Cardinals baseball. So we will be off and joining the Cardinals as they played yesterday early, tonight early, tomorrow early with these series in Cincinnati. So, I know the one thing that we can bring up now, and then we'll bring it up later, but Albert does it again. Number
694.
694. And he's now homered. Is it 450? Is that the number?
I think it was.
450 different pitchers, which is the most of any. If that's that stat doesn't really do much for me, but it is impressive. I guess you weren't beaten up on the same guy over and over, although I'm sure there's guys out there that were beat up quite a bit by Albert Pujols. And he hit it off a kid from St. Louis last night that was pitching. I can't recall his name, but he's from the St. Louis area originally. But certainly Albert gets 694. Tyler O'Neill homered twice. One of them was just incredibly deep and high. That's one of the hardest balls I think I've ever seen hit in baseball. That was just amazing. But then Albert goes opposite field. The ball actually bounced back on the turf. And I was like, oh, man, I hope they throw that to a fan at least and let somebody have that baseball. But Albert does it again. I mean, he's creeping closer and closer, Derek.
He still has the whole month of September,
Yes.
and hopefully, Cardinals fans out there, hopefully a couple of weeks in October as well.
Yes.
Which would be even more time for him to add to that total. And if you look at his August that he had, he was incredibly hot in August. He had over 400. He had 8 home runs in 21 games. There's 33 games left in the season. Needs 6 to get to 700. So if he were to replicate what he did in August, of course, in September, he would get there before he even hit postseason play. I don't know. I mean, it's a real the chase is on now. It's a real thing, and he's 2 away from tying A-Rod, and it's going to be a lot of fun down this home stretch. And he hasn't shown any signs of cooling off. He's still even hitting righties well. He's putting good contact on the ball even when he's not hitting it out. And he's in the lineup again tonight against a righty. So it shows you that he's earned that ability to be in the lineup almost every day.
And let's be honest, Cincinnati is a field where you can hit home runs. So you have a chance here 2 straight days to end August to get 1 or 2 more maybe. Maybe 2's pushing it. Maybe 1 more in the next 2 days for Albert. And then you really go into September with a puncher's chance, or even better, of getting to 700, which would be really cool to do that in a Cardinals uniform.
I didn't mean
No,
to
you're
interrupt
good.
you.
You're good.
I know that you're planning to go to that final series at Busch, right?
Yeah, I'm going this Sunday. We're taking a bus down for the Cubs-Cardinals game, and then I'm going, the final day, that final Sunday against the Pirates at Busch Stadium.
Can you imagine? I know that you said that tickets are already pretty pricey because it'll be last home series for Albert outside of, hopefully they win the division and get a home series then, but last of the regular season. Can you imagine what it would be if Albert went into that series with $6.99?
Oh, no, don't even. Or into that last game with $6.99? Oh. I mean, it's not going to be their last home game, right? Because they're going to win this division. They're going to they'll be the 3 seed. I don't think there's any way they can get the 2, so that means they'll host the 6 seed, which right now is San Diego, in a best of 3 at Busch Stadium. So it won't be their last home game, but it'll certainly, hopefully, your 6-game lead over the Brewers. So knock on wood, that doesn't go away. I hope I didn't jinx this. But you do not remember that conversation if it happens. But it would be really cool to sit there on that Sunday after they do all the hoopla. I mean, they're not going to do that hoopla stuff during the playoffs, right? They're not going to sit there and honor Albert and Yachty and possibly Waino, and that'll be interesting anyway on how they do that with Waino. Did you see, by the way, the game he pitched in the pregame?
I did.
Every person that has a son or daughter that plays, fast or baseball or softball needs to watch that. And just to listen on what he talked about warming up as a pitcher, it's amazing. Unless your son or daughter just doesn't want to pitch, then you don't have to watch it. But I think it was so incredible to be able to watch that and listen from a guy like Waino. That's the first time that's ever been done.
I've never seen anything like that.
I haven't either. And then they even got Albert during the game, which was pretty cool. So that was really fun and really cool. But, that would be incredible if he would just somehow go yard on 700 while I'm there. How about hit it into Big Mac land where I'm at? And then I've got number 700. And I would gladly give that ball to Albert. I don't need money. I don't need whatever. You know what would be cool, though, is like an autographed jersey. Like, that would be kind of cool. I'd even buy the jersey.
That would be a fair trade.
I think so. I mean, the Cardinals can afford that. They could afford an autograph.
Makes me think back to the earlier ESPN game where that guy on the kid caught the ball from the Astros rookie that hit his first home run, and it's like, I wanted Verlander, and they said no, and then this guy got turned down a couple of times on his requests, but ultimately got something. He
hired an agent,
and
he hired Scott Boras and took off from there. But hey, listen, if I could shake hands with Albert, congratulate him on 700, hand him the ball, and take a picture, be good enough for me, man. That would be so cool, though, to catch that ball. All right, we've got a new sponsor on our program, and this is going to be a sponsor here for a while. It's called BetUS.com. You and I do quite a bit of the betting, and this is a site that allows you to bet everything you want to do in sports, for sure. You can bet everything, parlays, you can bet NBA, Major League Baseball, NFL's coming up, college football now underway. BetUS.com, and you want to use promo code 935 when you sign up with them. So definitely do it with BetUS.com. And look, I've been looking at their website, and I'm getting ready to join. I can't wait. I can't wait to go in. They've got like almost up to 200% of a sign-up bonus. So it is one of those deals where you're
free money, man.
It's free money. Free money on BetUS.com. And again, we want you to use promo code 935. We appreciate them using us for sure. I wanted to get that out because we're going to play a commercial right now to hear more about BetUS.com. All right, more with the Cardinals and Illinois football, and Amani Hansberry has verbal to Illinois. I want to get more of Piper's take when we return. It is The Drive. Attention sports fans, your favorite sports book, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. The industry's biggest sign-up bonus, by the way, of 200%. BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite leagues, including the NFL, NBA, MLB, and more. They have hundreds of new casino games, including the coolest European slots, and the live dealers are waiting for you at the tables. You need a sports book with integrity and longevity, and you need to know that you're going to get paid. You need a sports book that offers everything, including live betting, MMA, golf, horses, esports, and all kinds of crazy bets. Call today at 1-800-79-BET-US. That's 1-800-79-BET-US. They'll walk you through setting up an account. Nobody in the industry gives you better bonuses than BetUS. Join now, mention BetUS 2022, and you can get up to 200% in bonuses on your first deposit. Nobody beats that. Head to BetUS.com and join today. Don't forget to mention promo code 935. That's BetUS, where the game begins.
Loud and clearly better. Good vibes. Good vibes.
Hi, this is Steve from Good Vibes.
And I'm Luke Goody, your favorite guard.
You know, Luke, you're the go-to guy when we need that corner three.
And I know Good Vibes is the go-to place when you want a great TV.
That's right, Luke. Our mission is to make your shows and games look and sound live.
Sounds simple, but you have to really put in the work to be good at anything.
You got that right. I can tell by your defense, hundreds of hours of serious practice are behind it.
I guess in 50 years, Good Vibes has a few hundred hours getting good at-home entertainment as well.
Lots of practice, a talented team, and the best equipment, like LG OLED TVs.
Same here. My teammates, the gym, and the coaches all make me and my game better.
But you have to want to be the best. That comes from inside and can't be taught. I think you, me, and LG have that in common. I can't wait to watch you on the court this fall.
You have the ideas, the tenacity, and the follow-through. Busey Bank's experts are here to help with the capital. With deep knowledge and trusted guidance, Busey will help you prepare a comprehensive financial business plan that boosts your livelihood and keeps your business successful for years to come. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
BMW, Buick, GMC, Honda, and Subaru. Welcome to Sarah Champagne. We can handle all your car repairs on site, including paintless dent repair, bumpers, windshields, everything in between. We have an amazing selection of new or pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Shop from home and buy online or reserve your vehicle before it hits our website or dealership. Sarah Champagne is home of the Sarah One Price Promise, delivering an honest and transparent buying experience. Hurry in or shop online at sarahchampagne.com.
Why is Jet's Pizza different? It's a Detroit-style pizza dough made fresh daily. It's her fresh hand-grated mozzarella cheese straight off the mozzarella cheese blocks. It's her incredible sauces and spices and the taste and aroma of Jet's Pizza. If you want flash frozen cheese off the trucks, call the other guys. Jet's Pizza, handmade fresh and delicious every time. Jet's Pizza. Discover the difference. Round Barn Center and Green and Neal in Champaign or jetspizza.com.
If you want a steak, I mean a steak, prepared the way you want it, you've got to go to Long Branch Steakhouse. Hi, it's Jay Lehman. It's been over a year since I was introduced to Donnie at the Long Branch Steakhouse in Gifford. And when I want a great steak, that's where I go. And the sides, the Brussels sprouts, the mac and cheese, and the salad with Donnie's secret frog dressing. Long Branch Steakhouse in downtown Gifford. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 5 to 9 p.m. There's always room for the Long Branch Steakhouse.
Carl works every day to improve the health of community members across the region, and it would not be possible without team members like Dwayne Linton, a nationally certified nurse in the emergency department at Carl Foundation Hospital.
I work with a team of people who really care about what they do and are very flexible and adaptive in rapidly changing critical situations, and I would trust any of them at any time.
If you're looking for an opportunity to serve your community like Dwayne in a supportive environment, visit carl.org/careers.
Long's Garage in Urbana and Jasper Engines and Transmissions offer cost-effective solutions to your present engine or transmissions trouble. Avoid a costly new car purchase or high lease payments by putting new life into your present vehicle. Let Long's Garage install a Jasper remanufactured engine or transmission with a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty and available premium service plan. Call Long's Garage at 367-3942. Long's Garage, 217-367-3942. PDR Automotive in Urbana is a locally owned repair shop, and they've now serviced over 250,000 vehicles in their near 50-year history. Now, that's more than 4 times the size of a sold-out Memorial Stadium. It's more than all Division I athletes in the country combined. That's more than the entire population of Champaign County. That's more than, well, you get the idea. When you turn the key and the car won't run, call 367-9481. They are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
Hey Illini fans, it's your girl Chineo Gumike. Catch Lante and Derek Piper weekdays from 4 to 6 right here on ESPN Radio 93.5.
Oh, yeah. How about a buy one, get one? That's what Game Day Spirit does always with their shirts. They've got great shirt deals, just everything you need. And why not just get caught up on your wardrobe at Game Day Spirit? Illinois football back in action. We got all these other sports going. Volleyball. We'll go trickling into basketball. I mean, just get it done. Game Day Spirit, GameDaySpirit.com. 2 locations, Neal Street, Green Street. And I know when we meet Fridays at Pia's, we're going to be handing out a coupon that you can go and get a free T-shirt from Game Day Spirit. So definitely join us at Pia's because that crew always makes it right with us and our listeners. All right, it is The Drive, ESPN Radio 93.5. The Drive with Tay and Piper, Lante, Derek Piper. We're going to hear from Ryan Walters. He had a good soundbite on what he expects out of Indiana and their offensive coordinator, Walt Bell, and what he's bringing to that Hoosier squad in his first season in Indiana. We'll get to that here in a second. We'll also get you ready for Cardinals baseball. We're off again a little bit early today, but I wanted to ask you again about Amani Hansberry. We mentioned it yesterday, fired up Jay Lehman. He loves Illinois basketball, but he loves Illinois football more, and he's like, why are we taking time? He was joking, of course, kind of. I don't know. I never know.
A little of both, I think.
I think he had a little message in it. Just take me into how big it is for a program like Illinois to now all of a sudden say, all right, we're going to target one kid in 23 that we really want. I mean, they're targeting others, but this was their number one priority. They targeted him. They got him. What does that say about this staff right now in this program?
It shows the momentum that they have both on the court, and that's translating to recruiting. And it's been talked about a lot in the past about when things were rolling for the program in the early to mid-2000s, and then you weren't able to parlay that into – you should do your parlays on BetUS.com, by the way. Parlay that into enough recruiting success to sustain it out.
Yes.
So you've already seen the era with Io and Kofi and Trent, which was great. So what are you able to do when you get a 1 seed, when you win a Big Ten regular season title, when you win a Big Ten tournament title? What can you do after that to make sure you're going to continue to stay on a pretty high echelon in the Big Ten? And this staff has shown that they're going to continue to bring in high-level talent. They did that in the 2022 class with Epps and Harris and Ty Rogers, Sky Clark. They go in the transfer portal and get 2 of the top 5. I know CBS Sports has Meyer and Shannon as 2 of the top 15 transfers in all college basketball this past offseason. And then you start off the 2023 class with Amani Hansberry, who's a top 50, top 60 type of recruit. So they are going to, as we've talked a lot about, have a smaller class in 23, but to then get in when they did, and knowing if they wouldn't have done that, either Amani was probably going to end up at like Penn State.
Yes.
But even programs who tried to jump in after Illinois went all in, they were pretty much blocked out from it because of the relationship that Chester had, because of how much appeal Illinois has as a program. Maryland tried to say, hey, no, actually, we want you in June. And he's like, no, okay. Auburn's like, oh, July, you look like one of the best players on the circuit. We want to get in. Oregon wants to get in. And they didn't really get a legit look because he was that sold on, Illinois checking all of these boxes. One of them also was academics, which is certainly something that Illinois has at their disposal as well. So it's a big deal, and Illinois is recruiting at a level. I know that Jeremy and I did a podcast on Sunday, and he mentioned probably since Bill Self was here, the last time you were recruiting at this level.
No doubt.
You haven't had a McDonald's All-American here recently. I know D. Brown was in that range. Even you go to Kruger, Brian Cook, but the caliber of player that now is kind of the standard is pretty impressive for Illinois.
And you said yesterday, not only the caliber of player, but there's the caliber of player that Brad Underwood wants. Right? I mean, there's a little bit
with
of a
the characteristics
exactly
that fit him.
Yes. That fit the program and the way he wants to play.
The toughness, the versatility, physicality, all of that.
What else would they do in 23 if they need to, or can you just wait on the portal now and then see and then just go heavy on 24 where you already have ZZ Clark and Morez Johnson already not signed? I keep saying that. You already have them verbal for 24. What else do you think they'll do in 23?
I think they'll still be pretty selective, but I know that they like Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn, the Purdue decommit.
Oh, that's
who
right.
opened it up at the beginning of this month. Lafayette, Indiana native, now plays down at Mount Verde in Florida, and he's a very talented scorer who can play on the ball and make some plays, and a good athlete as well. So he's going to have a number of, and has already had like North Carolina, Gonzaga, Memphis.
Wow.
Some heavy hitters come at him with interest, and I know that NIL is going to be. I know Zach Edey, after Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn decommitted. It's hard to say Dre Gibbs-Lawhorn every single time.
Lawhorn.
After Lawhorn decommitted, Edey had to try to throw some shade about money being involved in a under consideration. But look, I mean that's the new era of recruiting,
Yes,
and
it
Illinois
is.
has done very well as far as having opportunities for their athletes NIL wise. So I think Illinois has that, and then obviously a very attractive play style for guards, and we've seen that play out in the past. So I think he's one to really focus on. Other than that, I think it will be a pretty small class.
I'm flipping back to football. Illinois, Indiana, we're going to get you ready for this game, of course, Friday night. But again, short show today, so we're trying to go quick. Ryan Walters met with the media today, and I wanted to play one thing. He was asked about Indiana and the fact that they have a new coordinator in Walt Bell. So what do you expect out of this Indiana team, Coach Walters?
I've been studying the heck out of Walt Bell. Watched obviously his UMass tape. Watched the Florida State tape, watched the Maryland tape, and the scheme stays consistent. There's little tweaks here and there with some alignments and some of the ways they were trying to utilize their roster. But he wants to spread you out. There's a horizontal aspect to his run game. You'll see gap schemes, you'll see zone schemes. They utilize the quarterback in the run game as well. Try to get the ball to his athletes in space. They've got some transfer guys that we've watched their profile tapes at their previous spots. So trying to get a feel for how I think they would be implemented in Walt's scheme. They got the fast back from Auburn, who was a 10-2-9 guy in high school. I remember him coming out of Fort Lauderdale. So it'll be a challenge for us. We'll definitely get a challenge more on the perimeter. Obviously, I've got a previous experience and relationship with Bazelak if he ends up being a guy. I think the world of him. Got to see firsthand how he handled the pressure as a young guy in the SEC and had success early there. And so I'm sure he's looking forward to a fresh start. And
there you go. That is Ryan Walters. And, of course, he mentioned his time at Missouri when the quarterback was there. Bazelak, is that how you say his name? I believe.
Bazelak, I think.
Bazelak, okay. And he is probably going to be the starter for Indiana when Illinois plays there on Friday. So, not easy to do to kind of predict what someone's going to do. But like you said, with Indiana looking at Illinois last year with their schemes, obviously with Walters, now they don't have that option with Lunny Jr., but I'm sure there's always going to be a few things they don't change when it comes to schemes, but then they just kind of play off it with whatever kind of talent they have.
Yeah, I'm sure that people who were trying to figure out what Ryan Walters was going to do last year looked at his stuff in Missouri. So there's going to be available tape in terms of just a style of defense. But new quarterback, he spoke, Ryan Walters there, about new running backs transferring in, one from Auburn, one I believe from North Carolina, and 2 new coordinators. Just a lot of newness for this Hoosiers program that has a lot to prove in bouncing back, and we'll just see what the play style is like. But probably a challenging scout, but sure, there are some areas that you can look into and get a little bit of an idea what to expect.
Sweet. Hey, quick break. We're going to come back to wrap it up. Darren sent in on the U of I Lightning Lake text line a cool story, and I'm glad he did because I was going to say that today, and we'll talk about it. It's about another Danville thing. We're going to hear from Julian Pearl. We ran out of time. We'll do that tomorrow or at least Thursday and Friday and get you ready to hear from Julian. But before that, oh, man. Hey, I want to tell you about BetUS.com. They've been around 28 years. 28 years. I didn't even know you could do that long, this betting stuff. Give them a call, 1-800-79-BET-US, and use promo code 935. This is a chance to start fresh with a new betting company, and it's BetUS.com. They are really pushing it around here in this area. We're excited to join forces with them. You can do all the betting you've done on sports. They also have casinos, European slots. You can bet horses. You can do it all with BetUS.com. Do me a favor and just get on their website and look around. And the best thing that I like about it, you call them. Again, 1-800-79-BET-US, and then use promo code 935. Then when you're talking to them, you know that you're doing it correctly to where you can get your sign-up bonus and everything. Again, BetUS.com. We're back.
It's beginning to look a lot like fall in the Prairie Gardens greenhouses. The first mums are blooming now. They're loaded with beautiful fall color and now on sale. Find them in the PG greenhouses along with more fall garden favorites, ornamental peppers, asters, rudbeckia, and more. With PG plant experts always on hand to answer your garden questions. At Prairie Gardens, locally owned plant experts, extraordinary gardening, home decor, and more.
I love visiting with some of our healthcare professionals at OSF Healthcare and introducing you to some of their team. Dr. Aminat Olgan is visiting with me. So when it comes to dealing with high blood pressure, I wanted to hit on that topic today. It's something that kind of can sneak up on people, especially when they're under such stress.
I agree. Unfortunately, it's been known to be called the silent killer just because of how asymptomatic a lot of people are not aware that they have blood pressures elevated. In the U.S., about 116 million people have this diagnosis, and only 1 in 4 of them have the conditions under control. So that's why we care so much about the blood pressure. And that's why, every doctor's visit, we always check this to make sure that if it's not controlled, there are ways we can go about treating this condition.
Well, I know if we need more advice, we can go to OSF Healthcare's website and learn about high blood pressure and get great care, osfhealthcare.org.
At Pards in Urbana, the boots just keep on coming. They're known for their huge collection of men's cowboy boots, women's cowgirl boots, kids' boots, and even shoes. If you're searching for top footwear brands, look no further than Pards. They carry a wide variety, including Ariat, Dan Post, Smoky Mountain, Roper, Double H, and more. And if socks or accessories are what you need, they've got all your high-quality essentials. Since 1968, Pards has been serving their customers with high-quality merchandise. And if you haven't been to Pards in a while, a lot has changed. Go check them out just off University Avenue in Urbana.
Hey, Illini fans, it's Mike Greenberg. Catch Lon Tay and Derek Piper weekdays from 4 to 6 right here on ESPN Radio 93.5.
I just played that. What am I doing? You've got 700 options. Like that. Yes, Rick, I know betting's been going on a long time, but it wasn't legal to do it on these platforms then. So that's what I was saying. And Heath mentioned earlier that last night wasn't really an early game because of the rain delay. Okay. It was scheduled to start at 5:45, but thank you, Heath.
Accuracy, Lon.
Correct, accuracy.
That's what we aim for, apparently.
Hey, Darren on the U of I Atlanta Link text line said, did you see that Chucky Robinson from Danville hit his first home run last night? Did you also know that a fan from Danville caught the ball? That is
right?
A true story.
That's awesome.
My buddy J.J. Lockwood tweeted that out last night. Now, I don't know the gentleman's name or the female, the lady's name or whatever that caught the ball, but that is pretty cool to have Chucky hit his first, and then all of a sudden a Danville person catches it. I mean, I think that's really, really cool. All right, we got to get out of here. Quick show, man.
Couldn't even read the lineup. I can tell you Albert Pujols is back in it tonight.
He's in it. That's all I care about, baby.
Hitting fifth.
Let's go. Let's get out of here. Cardinal Baseball is joining it right now. Enjoy the game. It is The Drive.
The pregame show as we get you set for the Cardinals and the Reds. Cardinals are coming off a win yesterday. They get the win against the Reds by a 13-4 score. In yesterday's game, the club sets a franchise record for home runs in the month of August. They hit 4 home runs yesterday. Now they have 48 in the month of August. Their previous best August in terms of hitting home runs was 46 in 2016. So every home run that's hit today and every home run that hits tomorrow is indeed going to be a record-setting home run for the Cardinals. But we'll relive yesterday's home run barrage with today's edition of the Central Bank Replay.
One strike on O'Neill. The pitch, a swing, and a high fly ball. Deep left field. Long, gone. He launched that one 1-0 Cardinals. And has homered in back-to-back at-bats. And his last 3 hits have been home runs.
And the next pitch to Albert is hit high and deep to right field. Backing up to the track, looking up, and it's gone! Home run, Albert Pujols, number 694. And he took it the other way. And he's now had more home runs off of 4 different pitchers than anybody who's ever played this game. And the Cardinals add 2 more runs. Albert Pujols does it again.
Hunter Strickland from the stretch. The pitch. O'Neill hits a drive to left field. That's long gone. That's his second home run tonight. A 4-run 6th inning. O'Neill with his 12th home run of the year. 12-4 Cardinals in the 6th. The 2-2 pitch, a swing, and there's a drive to right field. That's going to leave the yard. A home run for Corey Dickerson. The pitch by Woodford. There's a line drive caught by the second baseman, Nolan Gorman, for a Redbird winner. Robinson lines out, and this ballgame has come to an end. And the Cardinals have won 3 in a row. They win the first game of the 3-game road trip tonight here in Cincinnati, 13-4.
It is our Central Bank replay. Central Bank, your hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. As mentioned, the pitching matchup, Dakota Hudson against Justin Dunn tonight for Hudson. He's trying to have another good start. The last time out, he pitched the Cardinals to an 8-3 victory against the Cubs on Thursday. It was his best performance since early June. He gave up just 2 runs on 5 hits with 2 walks in 7 innings. In his previous 4 starts, he had allowed 11 runs on 20 hits with 11 walks in 17 2/3 innings. As far as his numbers against the Reds, 1-1 with a 3.95 ERA and 2 starts against Cincinnati this season. Overall, 10 career outings, 9 starts, has a 6-1 record with a 2.95 ERA. Justin Dunn going for the Reds tonight. He is making his 5th start of the season. He came over from the Mariners in an off-season trade, and he has spent much of the season recovering from a shoulder injury that he sustained last season. His last 2 starts, he's been pretty good, allowing 3 runs on 7 hits with 6 walks in 11 innings over his last 2 starts. In his first 2 starts, he'd given up 8 runs on 12 hits with 4 walks in just 8 1/3 innings. When we come back, we'll go down on the farm. It's the Bayer Farm Report. That's next, as this is the Ameren Total Access Show on the Cardinals Radio Network. second place in the Texas League North second half standings. They are 5 games back of Wichita. It's been a struggle for High A Peoria all season long in terms of wins and losses. In the second half of the season, they are 23-31. That's 5th place in the Midwest League West Division, 10 games back of first place. And at Low A, Palm Beach finished the first half of the season in second to last place in the Florida State League's Eastern Division, but they have completely turned things around in the second half with a 30-23 second half record. They are in first place, 3 games clear of second place St. Lucie. That is our Bayer Farm Report. Bayer, health for all, hunger for none. Yesterday, another big day for Albert Pujols as he hits home run number 694. He's also alone in first place in Major League history in terms of number of pitchers that he's hit a home run against. How does he keep doing it? Recently, Corey Dickerson had some comments about that, and we'll hear those in just a moment. This is the Ameren Total Access Show on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Experience the excitement of Live by Lowe's St. Louis at Ballpark Village. Stay in laid-back luxury across from Busch Stadium, and it's just a short walk to Enterprise Center. Enjoy plenty of dining options, including Clark and Bourbon, a classic steakhouse that features its very own whiskey room. Gather with friends at the Bullock, an outdoor terrace featuring handcrafted cocktails and light bites, along with terrific views of Busch Stadium and Ballpark Village. Sports and entertainment come alive at Live by Lowe's St. Louis.
1967, 1982, 2006, 2011. The best Cardinal teams work together in a way that makes everything seem easy and effortless. You'll get the same winning feeling from Sumner One, the official document technology partner of the St. Louis Cardinals. From printers to copiers to Total IT Solutions, they're the team you can trust to get everything working together seamlessly. Sumner One is the one place where everything works. See them in action at SumnerOne.com.
Tapman's Towing is looking for you. If you want a career with a great local company, it's Tapman's Towing, paying top dollar for experience. If you have an excellent driving record, good oral and written communication skills, are willing to work hard and want to be paid top dollar, visit TapmansTowing.com. Tapman's is looking for CDL drivers, record drivers, and dispatchers. Work with a local company that rewards hard work. Tapman's Towing. Visit TapmansTowing.com to apply today.
Tapman's Towing.
We'll be cheering on our team and bringing you the latest information for our tailgating and events for fans to take their experience up a notch as we work with the University of Illinois Alumni Association. We're wearing our orange and blue with the staff at Pia's Sports Bar and Grill at Stevie J Broadcasting. Join the team as we take radio shows live in support of our Illini, win great prizes, and enjoy the food and drinks with friends as we head to Pia's off Springfield and Madison, Champaign. Go Illini!
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Why is Jet's Pizza different? It's their Detroit-style pizza dough, made fresh daily. It's their fresh, hand-grated mozzarella cheese straight off the mozzarella cheese blocks. It's their incredible sauces and spices and the taste and aroma of Jet's Pizza. If you want flash frozen cheese off the trucks, call the other guys. Jet's Pizza, handmade fresh and delicious every time. Jet's Pizza. Discover the difference. Round Barn Center and Green and Neal in Champaign or jetspizza.com.
And LoisPDF.org on the web.
Plan a visit to the Hills, St. Louis's Italian neighborhood. Enjoy great gourmet meals or St. Louis's very own toasted ravioli. Find out what other flavors St. Louis has to offer at ExploreSt.Louis.com. Albert Pujols yesterday hits home run number 694 of his career. Also, he hits a home run against the 450th different pitcher over the course of his career as well. He had been tied with Barry Bonds for number one. Now he's alone in that number one spot. Corey Dickerson recently made an appearance on the Loud Outs program on MLB Network Radio, and he discussed just exactly how Pujols is going about his day-to-day work to put himself in position to be able to continue to accomplish these things.
It's hard for people, it's hard for anybody to really wrap their mind around what he has accomplished in his career, especially for me, playing for as long as I have, and just wrapping my head around what it would take to produce what he has done is just unworldly. It don't even seem to be possible. But what's better than that is he's a genuine, God-loving human being. He works super hard, just like if he was a rookie. Every day that he plays, he's doing a ton of stuff for his body. He's in the cage for hours. He seems like he knows exactly what every pitcher is going to do to him, and he has a plan for it. It's just amazing. He loves to help. You know, I was kind of standoffish at first, and you know, as the season went on, and the more you just ask for help and kind of leaned into him a little bit, the more he offered. So it's been a blessing, and I'm thankful to be able to watch what he's doing.
That audio courtesy of MLB Network Radio, as Corey Dickerson recently appeared on the network talking about Albert Pujols as we go inside the clubhouse built by Window Nation. Right now, with about 6 weeks left in the season, and Albert Pujols 6 home runs away from 700, you don't have to be a math major to know that if he can get about a home run per week from now until the end of the season, he can get to 700, and that certainly seems to be something that is within reach just based off the way that he has been swinging it recently. Up next, a conversation with Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol as John Rooney speaks with him. That's next on the Ameren Total Access Show on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Seidenstricker Nobe Partners, your John Deere compact tractor headquarters, is ready to cut a deal. For a limited time, save up to $1,000. Choose our 1 Series Workforce Package and make short work of your to-do list. Or choose one of our 3 Series tractors, the Bulldog or the Homesteader Package, and get the power you're looking for. Let's cut a deal now at Seidenstricker Nobe, your partner for the land. snpartners.com.
Offer valid through 9/30/2022. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Support Cardinals Care and its mission for caring for kids in the community by purchasing a 50-50 raffle ticket each Friday, Saturday, and Sunday home game this season. One lucky winner will win 50% of the pot each raffle day. Fans can buy online or in stadium from a roaming seller or at a 50-50 kiosk. You must be 18 years or older in the state of Missouri to purchase. Visit cardinals.com/5050 to get your tickets and learn more.
Hey, this is Tim Sinclair, public address voice of Fighting Illini basketball. You're used to hearing me talk about my favorite team during the games, but now I'll also be talking about my favorite fan store before the games. I've teamed up with Game Day Spirit to get you ready for the season. Just head to one of Game Day's 2 locations, at the corner of Neal and Kirby in Champaign, or at 6th and Green in Campustown. Or check out GameDaySpirit.com. Game Day Spirit, official fan store of the Fighting Illini.
Since 1994, Mattek Service Company has been the preferred heating, cooling, plumbing, sewer, and electrical provider in East Central Illinois. This month is the best time to ensure your home's cooling system is ready to keep you comfortable through the warm weather. So your area's top-rated service team is giving you 1 month of air conditioning maintenance for free when you join our ProTune monthly maintenance program. With a team of thoroughly trained, licensed, and background check technicians on call to serve you 24/7, Mattek has the solutions you need to ensure your home is comfortable all year long. Mattek, feel the difference.
We all have a mission in life, something that drives us to explore, to grow, to love. And when we discover it, we're made whole. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for you on your schedule to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission is, we're here to support it. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
Tapman's Towing is looking for you. If you want a career with a great local company, it's Tapman's Towing, paying top dollar for experience. If you have an excellent driving record, good oral and written communication skills, are willing to work hard and want to be paid top dollar, visit tapmanstowing.com. Tapman's is looking for CDL drivers, record drivers, and dispatchers. Work with a local company that rewards hard work. Tapman's Towing. Visit tapmanstowing.com to apply today.
Tapman's Towing.
And at deltadentalmo.com.
The Cardinals looking for a series victory against the Cincinnati Reds. They get it if they win tonight or tomorrow. Of course, if they win both, they sweep the 3-game series this year against the Reds, 8-4. That includes a 4-3 record at Great American Ballpark. Oliver Marmol, he's the manager of the Cardinals. He's standing by with John Rooney. Our conversation being brought to you by Webster University.
Oliver, that was a long day's journey into night last night. What did everybody do in the initial rain delay? And then they picked it up right where they left off after the second one.
Yeah, it was a long day, but the guys, they stayed ready and came out swinging it. Guys did a nice job. Anytime there's a rain delay, these guys are pros. They know what to do in order to get their bodies ready. But that game started. We swung the bats well, and we were able to come out with a win.
I know that after a big homestand against the Yankees and playing the Cubs and playing so well, you went on the road. You wanted to wipe all that out and start clean. I think you've really done a good job of establishing that mindset now.
Yeah, we start new every day, and we went to Arizona, and now we're here in Cincinnati, and that's exactly it. Our mindset is it's a new day, whether we win or lose the previous night. We want to take care of today.
Well, the Cardinals have the Reds tonight and a young pitcher who pitched with Seattle making the start for Cincinnati. And what does he feature?
Yeah, this is a guy we've looked at quite a bit of his video. Understand that he has 2 breaking balls with the slider and the curveball. He uses both to righties and lefties, and the fastball. He can stay away with it, nibble at times, top of the zone, but we'll be ready for it.
Saw Yachty out taking some extra hitting today, and I know he's working hard to get the ball on the line again and hit the ball hard.
Yeah, he's working at it, and today was a really good day for him. He's looking to have a really good September and October, and we're looking forward to it as well.
I know a lot has been made since coming back from Puerto Rico that he hasn't hit the ball well, but think about this, Ollie. He caught a one-hitter that first game back.
He's doing a great job defensively, and he's got to figure this out offensively. He's going at it the right way. He's working hard in the cage. Today was a good work day for him on the field before anybody even got to the stadium, so we're looking forward to what September and October bring for Yad.
Last night, it seemed like Miles hit a wall, and Michaelis couldn't go the required 5 with the lead to be eligible for the win, and he tried and tried and tried. What is it with Miles in this ballpark in Cincinnati?
Yeah, they got him. He couldn't land the breaking ball, which is what he uses to keep guys off balance and just mix speeds, and then they were able to eliminate that pitch. They got to his fastball and hit some balls hard, but at the end of the day, a lot of pitches for 1 inning. They didn't want to risk anything, so he came out of the game.
We've talked about JoJo Romero, but what about Zach Thompson's night last night?
Yeah, Zach did a really nice job. I mean, Belo up to 99, good breaking ball, a couple swings and misses in the zone. Gave us exactly what we needed with his 2 innings of work.
Well, I've noted over the years that to make a good run, to finish the season and go into the postseason, you line up your starters, your bullpen gets lined up. Are you seeing all that happening now?
Yeah, we are. We really are. When you look at our rotation, we got 5 guys that are doing their job. We have 1 coming in Jack, and another arm in Matt's, who's getting healthy day by day. And our bullpen is lining up really well, where we have guys that can bridge us to our back end, and everybody's feeling good.
You mentioned 5 with your starters. How about number 5 for you? Albert Pujols is back in there tonight after another home run last night.
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job. The season he's putting together is pretty special. Another homer yesterday off a lefty. He's in there again against a righty today. And we like the matchup, so we'll see how it goes.
Dunn against Hudson, that's our matchup. And Oliver, we'll talk tomorrow.
All right, you got it.
John, thank you. Don't go far. We've got the first word from the booth. More from John Rooney along with Ricky Horton. That's next. This is the Ameren Total Access Show on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
What do Ford and your St. Louis Cardinals have in common? One heck of a lineup. That's what. From Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 45 years, to the SUVs with the highest owner loyalty, like America's all-time best-selling Explorer, the built wild Bronco, and the versatile Escape. Visit your quality Ford dealers for exclusive offers on the official truck and SUV of your St. Louis Cardinals. Based on IHS Market 1946 to current U.S. total new cumulative registrations for all vehicles identified as SUVs. Based on 1977 to 2021 CY total sales.
We'll be cheering on our team and bringing you the latest information for our tailgating and events for fans to take their experience up a notch as we work with the University of Illinois Alumni Association. We're wearing our orange and blue with the staff at Pia's Sports Bar and Grill at Stevie J Broadcasting. Join the team as we take radio shows live in support of our Illini, win great prizes, and enjoy the food and drinks with friends as we head to Pia's off Springfield and Madison, Champaign. Go Illini!
Tapman's Towing is looking for you. If you want a career with a great local company, it's Tapman's Towing, paying top dollar for experience. If you have an excellent driving record, good oral and written communication skills, are willing to work hard and want to be paid top dollar, visit tapmanstowing.com. Tapman's is looking for CDL drivers, record drivers, and dispatchers. Work with a local company that rewards hard work. Tapman's Towing. Visit tapmanstowing.com to apply today.
Tapman's Towing.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hi, this is Chris Jackson with Kramer Siding and Window, and we're proud to be your choice for the 2021 People's Choice Awards for the third year in a row. We want to say thank you by offering buy one, get one 50% off on all windows. And you can save 10% on roofing, sunrooms, and decks. So call today or visit us at kramersiding.com. And remember, at Kramer Siding and Window, you have a friend in the business.
Check out stlouispdf.org on the web.
Round two of the three-game series tonight at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, and the Cardinals won big last night, 13-4. Albert Pujols played a role. He picked up another home run. He's in there tonight.
Yeah, nice to have him back in, and he's in against a right-hander now, so Oliver Marmol finding opportunities to play Albert not just against lefties. He's been just destroying left-handed pitching. The Cardinals in general are good against lefties, 20-9. They'll have a lefty tomorrow in the final game of the series, but I think he's just looking for more and more opportunities to get Albert in the lineup. I mean, the magic continues with Albert, and when we first got here to Cincinnati, you and I were talking about it, John. I was thinking, well, this is a series you need to win. You need to win the series, 2 out of 3. But, coming to the ballpark today, now you start hoping for a little more than that because you can win the series with a victory tonight behind Dakota Hudson.
And then go for the sweep tomorrow behind Jose Quintana. But with Albert in the lineup tonight, we note that Tommy Edman out of the number 9 spot has been hitting the ball with authority, had the huge home run in the comeback against the Braves at home. But he hit 2 doubles last night and got the offense rolling early.
Every time you go to the movies and you watch a great movie, there's a star of the movie, maybe a couple of maybe co-stars, but there's supporting actors. And, the supporting actors often make the movie great. And in the Cardinals case, you're talking about Tommy Edman and also Tyler O'Neill being a piece of the whole picture here. And you need to have those guys get things done. Lars Nootbaar's been a piece of the picture. Brendan Donovan has a on-base percentage of over 400. So there's there's several parts you want to keep going. That's a great job and the great challenge of being a hitting coach, being a manager, pitching coach, whatever. You're trying to keep everybody going so the machine works.
Last night, Miles Michaelis lost the command of his breaking pitches, and they eliminated those and started hitting home runs. He didn't go the 5 innings with the lead to get a win.
Yeah, I felt so bad for Miles. Apparently, Ali Marmol talking with us before the game today said he handled it very well and he understood what happened. And, it's just kind of just overall frustrating. But, honestly, I feel for him because he was just kind of just mowing down the Reds and had a huge lead and it just fell apart. And I don't think there was any, lack of effort, lack of intensity, none of that with Miles. He's way past that to be a concern. He just made some bad pitches and the Reds capitalized. And this is a ballpark, and we say it every time we come here. It's a ballpark where runs can happen quickly, and that's what happened a couple of times here last night. 2 positive, 1 negative.
8 different pitchers used by Cincinnati last night, 4 for the Cardinals. Chris Stratton got the win. He went an inning and 2/3, and Zach Thompson was really good in his 2 innings.
I loved what Zach Thompson was able to do. He hit 99 several times, 98, 99 on several pitches, and that's a new level. I've not seen that from Zach Thompson. And, if he can continue doing that, now you've got a couple of left-handers that are kind of right on top of things right now. You hope that at some point Genesis Cabrera refines kind of that mojo for him and the magic and the good curveball and the hard high fastball that has made him a valuable piece too. But he needs to work on that. And in the meantime, you've got 2 guys that clearly are going in the right direction in the Cardinals bullpen. I like what we've seen from Chris Stratton was good yesterday, and Jordan Hicks has been very good lately. So the Cardinals bullpen is starting to round out very nicely.
What do you see in Dakota Hudson tonight?
Well, you hope you see the same thing we saw in Dakota Hudson last time he came out, where he was a little more confidently pounding the strike zone. And it's not just about working quickly. It's about kind of that aggressiveness and, the thought of, what, I'm good at this game. You can't hit me. That's the attitude you want to see Dakota Hudson take to the mound. And sometimes he seems to be searching or picking. And I don't want to say defensive, but almost. I mean, he's not the kind of the aggressive, this is my game, you can't hit me type personality. That's not his personality anyway, so you don't want him to be phony. But, you can still pitch that way. Even though you may not have that kind of personality, you can still pitch like you own the planet, and that's what we need to see here from him tonight.
Well, tonight's Dakota Hudson against Justin Dunn. Dunn, a 26-year-old from Freeport, New York, used to pitch with Seattle. So we have the word here from the ballpark, a Great American Ballpark. Take us up to the play-by-play broadcast, Matt Pauling.
You bet, John. We'll get back to you guys in about 15 minutes. The first word from the booth brought to you by Geico. Switch to Geico today and see all the ways you could save. Go to geico.com. As the Ameren Total Access Show continues in a moment, Mike Claiborne will be joined by a special guest on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Hey, St. Louis, this is former Cardinals pitcher Kyle McClellan to tell you about the Chatters Box. It's a new podcast that I'm hosting for the St. Louis Cardinals. We've had some great guests already, including 90 Minutes with Albert Pujols, Yachty and Wainwright together for over 30 minutes, new Cardinals manager Ali Marmol, Cardinals rookie Nolan Gorman, and a series on the 1982 World Series champs coming out in August. You can listen to the Chatters Box on all podcast platforms or watch the interviews on the Cardinals YouTube channel. It's time for you to dig into the Chatters Box.
For those of us who call Illinois home, a little heads up goes a long way, especially when it comes to severe weather. At Ameren, Illinois, our smart grid technology helps detect outages faster, so we can keep you up to date with outage and restoration alerts. Stay one step ahead of severe weather. Sign up for outage notifications today at amerenillinois.com/alerts.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
There is one name you need to know in car repair in the central Illinois area, and that's John Marshall. John is the owner of PDR Automotive in Urbana and makes it his mission to know that your car will start when you come to pick it up. John strives for a repair in the most efficient time possible and is the right person to take care of your car. From tires to engine to electrical to the simple oil change. Trust in John at PDR. 1008 North Cunningham in Urbana. John's team will take care of you like family.
Congratulations to Sarah Champagne. Sarah Honda has won the President's Award. This is an award recognizing the best Honda dealerships in America. Sarah Honda has achieved excellence in sales, service, and customer satisfaction. When you go into Sarah Champagne, you'll see what winning the Honda President's Award means with their outstanding focus on you. Visit Sarah Champagne and experience excellence with not only Honda, but GMC, Buick, BMW, and Subaru. Sarah Champagne, off Neal at Burwash in Savoy.
We'll be cheering on our team and bringing you the latest information for our tailgating and events for fans to take their experience up a notch as we work with the University of Illinois Alumni Association. We're wearing our orange and blue with the staff at Pia's Sports Bar and Grill at Stevie J Broadcasting. Join the team as we take radio shows live in support of our Illini, win great prizes, and enjoy the food and drinks with friends as we head to Pia's off Springfield and Madison, Champaign. Go Illini!
F.org on the web.
Lung cancer is a big issue in this country, and we're going to have a chance to visit with Dr. Simon Wakar. She's with the Siteman Cancer Center here in St. Louis. And first of all, doctor, thank you for joining us. You've been an oncologist for a while, and you deal specifically with lung cancer. So let's talk a little bit about what women and men should know about lung cancer.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Mike. So lung cancer continues to be a major problem in the United States. The American Cancer Society estimates that in 2022, there will be 236,740 new cases of lung cancer in this country. And it accounts for about 130,180 deaths that's expected in 2022. So that's the number one cause of cancer-related deaths, both in men and women. This translates to about 1 in 5 cancer deaths.
For people who have the symptoms, or maybe they don't know they have lung cancer, should they be screened, and who should be screened for it? Because, you know, we hear about people who never smoked that end up with lung cancer. So we know about the smokers, but what about other people who might need to get tested?
That's an excellent question. So largely, lung cancer is a preventable illness. Most lung cancer is caused by cigarette smoking. But as you pointed out right now, Mike, 10 to 20% of patients can have lung cancer and never smoked. Some other risk factors include asbestos, radon exposure, secondhand cigarette smoke as well. With respect to screening, the guidelines fortunately have changed recently. The screening right now is for patients who have a history of cigarette smoking. The guidelines expanded to include younger individuals, so folks who are 50 years or older, who have smoked for what we quantify cigarette smoking by pack years. So we multiply the number of packs per day by the number of years. So the guidelines recently lowered that requirement from 30 pack years to 20 pack years of cigarette smoking. And if a person has quit, it should have been within the past 15 years.
Dr. Simon Wakar is our guest, and let's talk a little bit about Siteman. Siteman has been so progressive as far as treating various cancers. What are some of the advantages you see in being treated at the Siteman Cancer Center?
So Siteman Cancer Center is a national leader. It's a comprehensive cancer center. And here, patients will find that they'll have a team of physicians that are taking care of them. That will include surgeons, medical oncologists, such as myself, and radiation oncologists, as well as other ancillary staff that are involved in the care. And the treatment plan is tailored to their clinical conditions, their age, their medical issues, the status of their cancer, the extent of spread. So it's not one size fits all. And the patient is at the center of the decision-making process. We also see a lot of patients who have rare diseases that folks don't see in other places. So that is another advantage of coming here to Siteman Cancer Center, and then having exposure to clinical trials and additional options that you might not find elsewhere.
Dr. Wakar, we thank you so much for enlightening us on a very serious issue, lung cancer, and hopefully this may touch someone and save a life somewhere along the way. We appreciate your time and certainly your dedication to your career.
All right, Klebs, thank you. Great information right there. We continue on with the Ameren Total Access pregame shows. We get ready for the Cardinals and the Reds, game 2 of a 3-game series. When we return, we'll give you our player to bank on, and we'll get you all set for this evening's contest. This is the Ameren Total Access show on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Hello, I'm John Rooney. Homers for Health benefiting Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital is back and bigger than ever. This season, the original chairman, Matt Holliday, is back leading the program. Matt is joined by Cardinal Glennon patient Jimmy, and the two of them need your help. Please make your pledge for patients today, just like I did at homersforhealth.org, where you make a big difference in the lives of sick and injured kids. Thanks for your support for Cardinal Glennon. Please join us today. Visit homersforhealth.org, presented by Heartland Coca-Cola.
Win Reality would like to acknowledge all the baseball parents out there, the ones who put in the time, the love, and the money to support the future of the game. To say thank you, a Win Reality subscription of state-of-the-art virtual reality training is yours for 20% off. We understand that their improvement, their success at the plate, and their enjoyment of the game is your reward. So give your player the greatest innovation in hitter training. Be ready for real at winreality.com and use promo code PARENTS.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Trucker Lives Matter, presented by Gail Fredericks Trucking. Today, we have a special guest, Donna, the operations manager at GFT. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Dixie. Thank you for having me.
Tell me, Donna, what's so special about driving for GFT?
First and foremost, our drivers truly matter. They get top pay plus opportunities for monthly bonuses, every weekend at home, paid holidays and vacations, and they are pre-dispatched so they aren't wasting time waiting on us.
Oh, girl, I love money. Tell me more about the pay.
We pay on percentage, so our rate increases have meant our driver pay has actually exceeded inflation. Our van drivers have averaged 78 cents per mile this year, and our flatbedders have seen 82 to 85 cents per mile on average.
Donna, tell our trucking audience how they can get on with GFT.
Our openings are limited, but professional drivers can call 765-793-7131 or email dixie@gftlog.com.
There you have it, drivers. Call 765-793-7131 today.
Become a member of the U of I Alumni Association or gift a membership for great perks. On your chosen career path as an Illini alumni, learn how to navigate phases of your journey with coaching from a fellow alum. Develop personal growth with great workshops. Experience Atkins Golf Club at the University of Illinois with a discount, plus tickets to the homecoming game. The Illini Union Bookstore will have a special rate on all branded merchandise for U of I Alumni Association members. Learn more at uiaa.org. Go Illini!
Starting to wrap up this edition of the Ameren Total Access pregame show, let's give you our player to bank on. So when the show got started, I was going to go with Albert Pujols just simply because he is the only member of the Cardinals ever to even face off against Red starter Justin Dunn, and his one hit against Dunn is a home run. But we're making a mid-show switch on our player to bank on. If you were listening to John Rooney's conversation with Cardinals manager Oliver Marmol, you heard Marmol mention the fact that Yadier Molina had a really good day of work today, doing a lot of early work, spending a lot of time in the cage. So a lot of times you see it in baseball where a guy will go put in a lot of time of extra work early on in the day, and they're going to see immediate dividends on that. So with that, we are going to go with Yadier Molina as our player to bank on. He is batting in the 8th spot today, and he is catching. There was a flip in the lineup. When the lineup was first posted today, Albert Pujols was in the 5th spot, and Tyler O'Neill was in the 6th spot. That ended up flipping, where O'Neill is batting 5th, and Pujols is batting 6th today. As far as what else is going on around the NL Central, The Pirates and Brewers are continuing their series in Milwaukee. Mitch Keller going for the Pirates tonight. Jason Alexander making the start for the Brewers. And then the Cubs, they are north of the border this evening as they match up against the Toronto Blue Jays. For the Cubs tonight, Marcus Stroman is on the mound. The right-hander will bring a 3-6 record into tonight's game. Once again, in our game, Dakota Hudson going for the Cardinals. The right-hander, 7-6, a 4.23 ERA. For the Reds, Justin Dunn. The right-hander is 1-2 with a 5.12 ERA. John Rooney and Ricky Horton have the call of the game. I'll be back with you for the post-game show after the game. We're back to back to Cincinnati in just a moment on the Cardinals Radio Network.
Thinking of selling your home? Today's market is crazy, but one way you can be sure to stand out is by replacing your old flooring with new hardwood. And the best place to do it is Carpet Weavers in Champaign. Carpet Weavers boast the industry's best brands, including Shaw, Mohawk, Paramount, and more. When it comes to natural beauty and a rich quality, nothing beats new flooring from Carpet Weavers. And they have financing options for your budget, so you can always afford the floor you truly want. Increase the value of your home by installing new, high-quality options from Carpet Weavers. Find out more online at carpetweaversflooring.com.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
There's one name you need to know in car repair in the central Illinois area, and that's John Marshall. John is the owner of PDR Automotive in Urbana and makes it his mission to know that your car will start when you come to pick it up. John strives for a repair in the most efficient time possible and is the right person to take care of your car. From tires to engine to electrical to the simple oil change. Trust in John at PDR. 1008 North Cunningham in Urbana. John's team will take care of you like family.
We'll be cheering on our team and bringing you the latest information for our tailgating and events for fans to take their experience up a notch as we work with the University of Illinois Alumni Association. We're wearing our orange and blue with the staff at Pia's Sports Bar and Grill at Stevie J Broadcasting. Join the team as we take radio shows live in support of our Illini, win great prizes, and enjoy the food and drinks with friends as we head to Pia's off Springfield and Madison, Champaign. Go Illini!
DeltaDentalMO.com. To the wall, and it is gone! St. Louis Cardinals baseball is brought to you by Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealers, the official vehicles of the St. Louis Cardinals. By Schnucks. Opt in to the free Good For You wellness program in the Schnucks Rewards app today. By Shelter Insurance. Shelter offers great rates and award-winning service for your auto, home, and life insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. By Explore St. Louis. Learn about all the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit ExploreStLouis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of your St. Louis Cardinals. By the Painting and Decorating Foundation. By Dynovite, treats for happy and healthy pets. Visit Dynovite.com. And by Sonic Drive-In. This is how we Sonic. Now, St. Louis Cardinals baseball.
Welcome to St. Louis Cardinals baseball from Great American Ballpark, Cincinnati, Ohio. We're on the banks of the Ohio River, and we have a beautiful night for baseball tonight after some rain last night. In fact, we had a couple of rain delays. One lasted an hour and 31 minutes. That was at the start of the game, and then another one during the game of 36. So the game was played in 3 hours and 1 minute, but we did have a couple of hours of rain delay, but it was all worth it as the Cardinals won the first game of the series by a score of 13-4. They out-hit the Cincinnati Reds 14-7, and they really flexed their muscles here yesterday with Corey Dickerson hitting a home run late, and Albert Pujols hit a home run, which, of course, is always memorable. He hit number 694, but the real star on the offensive side with two big flies, the Cardinals center fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
One strike on O'Neill. The pitch, a swing, and a high fly ball. Deep left field. Long, gone. He launched that one, 1-0 Cardinals. And has homered in back-to-back at-bats. And his last 3 hits have been home runs. Hunter Strickland from the stretch. The pitch. O'Neill hits a drive to left field. That's long gone. That's his second home run tonight. A 4-run sixth inning. O'Neill with his 12th home run of the year. 12-4 Cardinals in the sixth. He's back.
Tyler O'Neill back in the lineup today. He'll be hitting in the 5th spot, and he will be right in front of Albert Pujols, who's also playing again today against the right-hander Justin Dunn. And he's part of our pitching matchup here tonight, brought to you by Club Car Wash, the official car wash of the St. Louis Cardinals. Dunn will be making start number 5. He came over from Seattle. He was part of the deal that sent Winker and Suarez to the Mariners. He's 1-2 with a ERA of 5.12. He's a former first-round pick by the Mets. And in his last start, he lost against the Phillies, but had a career-high 6 innings of work, and he only gave up 4 hits and 2 runs. So he pitched well. In his career, he is 6-6 with a 4.13. He went to Boston College, so a very good prospect, again, only 26. And he's up against Dakota Hudson, 7-6, 4.23. And Dakota was really good his last time out. And he beat the Chicago Cubs, going 7 innings, giving up 2 runs and only 5 hits. 6-1 lifetime against the Cincinnati Reds. There's your starters, Hudson and Justin Dunn, of the lineups for you next.
Hi, I'm Jay Lehman. As a former elite athlete, my chiropractic care is very important to me. I believe in it, but sometimes chiropractic care can be expensive and inconvenient, but not at The Joint Chiropractic, located at 2003 South Neal. Not only does The Joint have great chiropractors, it's affordable, convenient, and no appointment or insurance is necessary. Text Champagne to 56468 to claim the new patient special, $29 for a consultation, examination, and adjustment at The Joint Champagne.
We'll be cheering on our team and bringing you the latest information for our tailgating and events for fans to take their experience up a notch as we work with the University of Illinois Alumni Association. We're wearing our orange and blue with the staff at Pia's Sports Bar and Grill at Stevie J Broadcasting. Join the team as we take radio shows live in support of our Illini, win great prizes, and enjoy the food and drinks with friends as we head to Pia's off Springfield and Madison, Champaign. Go Illini!
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Wouldn't it be nice to visit a car dealership where you didn't feel like you were at an auction? Or didn't feel like you were being taken to the cleaners?
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Welcome to Sarah Champagne. At Sarah, they offer a one-price promise. Every vehicle at a fair price, no negotiation, only the best price. Sarah Champagne, Honda, BMW, GMC, Buick, and Subaru. SERRA Champagne.com.
Welcome back to Cincinnati. The Cardinals hope to continue their winning ways overall and here at Great American Ballpark. They're 6-3 here in 2022 at Great American Ballpark, and 8-4 overall against the Cincinnati Reds, but 21-6 in the month of August. They begin play 6 games ahead of the Brewers. The Brewers also won yesterday. The Cardinals are now 21 games over 500 with a record of 75-54. And Oliver Marmol has the following lineup for the middle game of the 3-game series against Cincinnati. Lars Nootbaar will lead off, and he will play right field. 11-game hitting streak for Brendan Donovan, who will play second base and bat second. Paul Goldschmidt will play first base and hit third. He did not have a good game here yesterday, and fortunately for the Cardinals, everybody else did, as Goldie was 0 for 4, and he struck out 3 times. But he often comes back with a vengeance after a bad game, and we'll see what happens here tonight. Nolan Arenado will play third base and hit cleanup with Tyler O'Neill, who hit home runs number 14 and 15 yesterday. He will be patrolling center field. Albert Pujols, 694 career home runs, 3,362 hits. He'll be the designated hitter with Corey Dickerson in left field. Yadier Molina, 0 for his last 17 now, but his presence very important on the catching side, on the defensive side. He'll be behind the plate batting 8th, and Tommy Edman, the shortstop, hits 9th. David Bell is the manager of the Cincinnati Reds, former Cardinal player and coach, 4th year managing the Cincinnati Reds. And here's his lineup. Jonathan India has a 12-game hitting streak. He will lead off and play second base. Jake Fraley will be the designated hitter and bat second, with Kyle Farmer, a tough out, playing shortstop, hitting third. Donovan Solano, former Cardinal minor leaguer, will play first base and hit cleanup. He's 34 years old. He's bounced around quite a bit. Still in the big leagues. TJ Friedel in left. Nick Senzel in center. Aristides Aquino makes his first start in a bit against the Cardinals. He'll play right. Alejo Lopez, the third baseman, the switch hitter, bats eighth. And Austin Romine played some with the Cardinals this year. He will do the catching. Justin Dunn, the pitcher. There's your lineups. First pitch from Cincinnati comes up next.
Discover a great baseball getaway in historic St. Charles, Missouri, just 20 minutes west of Busch Stadium. St. Charles offers the comfort and value of a smaller town, but with nightlife and attractions that are sure to please. Take in the high-energy excitement at Ameristar or bike the Katy Trail. Add a Cardinals game, and it's a weekend you won't soon forget. Discover a great baseball getaway. Discover St. Charles. Book your stay now at discoverstcharles.com. Produced in cooperation with the Missouri Division of Tourism.
For those of us who call Illinois home, a little heads up goes a long way, especially when it comes to severe weather. At Ameren, Illinois, our smart grid technology helps detect outages faster, so we can keep you up to date with outage and restoration alerts. Stay one step ahead of severe weather. Sign up for outage notifications today at amerenillinois.com/alerts.
Siteman Cancer Center is proud to be among a select group to receive the National Cancer Institute's highest rating, exceptional. We're honored and more driven than ever. At Siteman, our focus is forward as we lead the fight against cancer, looking deeper and reaching higher with breakthrough research, clinical trials, and prevention programs. When you need world-class cancer care, get a Siteman opinion from Washington University physicians at Siteman Cancer Center.
TrackPhone wants to know, are you an influencer, a big live streamer? No? Then guess what? You don't need an endless data plan. Get just the right amount of data with TrackPhone's $40 unlimited talk and text smartphone plan. Now with 8 gigs of high-speed data and unlimited carryover on America's largest, most dependable network, now with 5G. Get the data you need at the price you want. TrackPhone Wireless. Now you're in control. Available at major retailers. 5G compatible device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at trackphone.com.
Cincinnati Reds have taken the field, and it is Justin Dunn completing his warm-up tosses. He is a 6'2 right-hander, and he is a 26-year-old who has a very good curveball, but it's inconsistent. And we'll see how the Cardinals handle the stuff of this young right-hander who has a career record of 6-6. He will deliver our first pitch here tonight, and it's brought to you by the Missouri Department of Mental Health Show Me Hope campaign. Go to boshowmehope.org to learn more. Cardinals baseball has been a thrill a minute over the last 5 or 6 weeks. All kinds of fun stuff happening, and the offense has been right at the front of that. We'll see what they can do here at Great American Ballpark, a hitter's park. Newt Barr, Donovan, and Goldschmidt here in the first. And here is the voice of the Cardinals, John Rooney, for pitch number 1.
All right, thank you very much, Ricky. And we have some blue skies beyond a few cotton ball clouds. The first pitch of the night, and that's taken right down the middle, strike one at 6:41 Eastern time. 82 degrees at first pitch, and the wind blowing out to center field at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Justin Dunn, the former Seattle Mariner, rocks into the windup, his pitch, and that's a breaking ball low, bouncing away from Austin Romine. That's right, Austin Romine, who caught for a time with the Cardinals. After the Cardinals let him go, the Reds picked him up. Romine is behind the plate. Donovan Solano, former Cardinal farmhand, is at first base. Jonathan India at second. Kyle Farmer at short. Alejo Lopez, who pitched the 9th inning last night, is playing third. There's a foul ball backing out of play. 2 balls and a strike on Lars Nootbaar. Actually should be 1 and 2, as the scoreboard did not count the first pitch. A delayed call by Junior Valentine. I think that upset the scoreboard operation. So it's 1 and 2, and the pitch down and in, 2 and 2.
And they still have it wrong.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Brendan Donovan up next, and then Paul Goldschmidt. The home plate umpire has it right, indicating a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 3 infielders on the right side for Nootbaar, who went 1 for 5 with a walk last night. And he smashes that to first, picked on a short hop by Solano, steps on the bag, and that's the way our game begins. Nootbaar grounding out sharply to first base. Right now, get a pair of Cardinals tickets when you purchase a whole house of windows from Window Nation. Plus, get 2 free windows for every 2 you buy and pay no interest for 24 months. Visit windownation.com/Cardinals for more information. MOR information.
Seen that.
And we'll have more information for you here about Brendan Donovan.
Tough times, John. You got to save on ink every once in a while.
That you do. Yeah, cut a letter here or there. There's a pitch in for a strike to Donovan. Was a .401 on base percentage. And he's riding an 11-game hitting streak, going 1 for 4 last night. He had a run scored and 2 RBIs, and he takes a ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
John, the Cardinals have played very well in the Central Division, 34-19. And, this is a kind of night where you just have to keep the pressure on. You're playing well, keep pushing.
Here's the windup and the pitch from Justin Dunn. Curveball, and that breaks over for a strike. If he gets that pitch going, he'll be tough. Dunn is 1-2 with a 5.12 ERA. His 5th game and start. 19 2/3 with 19 hits allowed, 11 earned runs allowed. He has walked 10 and struck out 15, giving up 6 home runs. And he fires a high fastball. It's an even count at 2-2 on 25-year-old Brendan Donovan. Donovan played second base and first in the game last night. With the sign, the right-hander rocks into the windup. The pitch. A breaking ball low and a check swing by Donovan, a 3-ball, 2-strike count. More baseballs out to the home plate umpire, Junior Valentine. The crew chief, Dan Bellino, is standing next to the right field line on the outfield grass. Corey Blazer at second. Mark Rippiger is over at third base. The 3-2 pitch. A foul ball hit in the stands down the left field line. There are a lot of fans dressed as red seats down there. Very light crowd here. Tickets sold for the game last night, 11,051 at Great American Ballpark. 3-2 with 1 down and Goldschmidt on deck. The pitch. Donovan takes strike 3 on the inside corner. A fastball caught him looking. He thought he had ball 4. So Dunn has retired Nootbaar on a ground out. And Donovan on a rare strikeout. And it was right there on the corner. Donovan strikes out for the 56th time. And only for the 3rd time in the last 12 games.
Well, he got the deep count. That's what he is really good at doing, and he's been on base quite a bit. And here's a guy that, uncharacteristically, John, had a rough night at the plate yesterday.
And strike 1 is called on Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Over his last 7 games, 8 out of 27, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. He hit the 2 home runs and drove in the 5 in the same game in Chicago. Fastball, strike called, inside corner, 0-2. And it looks like Junior Valentine wants to raise the right arm tonight. Valentine standing to the first base side of the rubber. The sidestep, the kick, the 0-2 pitch. Goldschmidt lays off a pitch outside. Slider at 84, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball is trying to get on for Nolan Arenado. A .418 on base percentage. And a .335 average for the Cardinal first baseman. 0 for his last 5. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 call, knee high outside corner, and Dunn is off to a good start. The Cardinals fail to gain a base runner, and the Reds are coming to bat at Great American Ballpark.
There's a certain magic here in Cardinals Nation. One that can't be found anywhere else. Can you feel it? Central Bank is the hometown bank of the Cardinals. Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get a Willie McGee 1982 throwback home jersey and 2 game tickets. Member FDIC.
Ready for a unique career in aerospace? We're creating an inclusive culture where all voices and ideas are heard. Our St. Louis team is hiring engineers and mechanics to help build and support fighter jets, trainers, and unmanned systems. U.S. security clearance is a plus. Visit Boeing.com/STL to learn how we can go further together. That's Boeing.com/STL. Boeing is an equal opportunity employer, including individuals with disabilities and protected veterans.
It's a plane. It's a truck. No, it's a barn. It's the new Prairie Farms Ice Cream Barn at Ballpark Village across the street from Busch Stadium. Now ready with the hometown local taste of fresh dairy products for any craving. There's tasty flavors of scooped ice cream like butter pecan, mint chip, or cookie dough, and North Star ice cream sandwiches and premium chocolate milk. Visit us at prairiefarms.com/drinklocal to enter for a chance to win weekly dairy prize packages. Drink local with farmer-owned Prairie Farms.
Show me hope, Missouri, because the stresses of life and crisis can be challenging. Show me hope, Missouri, because you're never alone. Show me hope, Missouri, because resources from the Missouri Department of Mental Health are available to help you manage stress and practice self-care. Show me hope, Missouri, because support for yourself or a loved one is available. Call or text a counselor 24/7 for the support you need. Just call or text 1-800-985-5990 or find local providers at moshowmehope.org.
There's a certain magic here in Cardinals Nation, one that can't be found anywhere else. Can you feel it? Central Bank is the hometown bank of the Cardinals. Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get a Willie McGee 1982 throwback home jersey and 2 game tickets. Member FDIC.
Yadier Molina is behind the plate tonight, and Dakota Hudson is on the mound for start number 24. A 7-6 record, 4.23 ERA. Dakota's first pitch is taken inside by Jonathan India. Hudson has a career record against the Reds of 6-1, 2.95 ERA, 1-1 this year, starting for the third time against Cincinnati. 3 infielders on the left side, and there's a foul ball out of play down the right field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. India has hit safely in 12 straight games, 14 hits in the 12 games. Batting .298, 3 doubles, a triple, a homer, 9 runs scored, and 4 RBIs. Playing in his 72nd game, he has been bothered by injuries this year, coming off a Rookie of the Year season. The pitch to the right-handed batter. Slider outside, ball 2.
Out 48 games with a hamstring. That's about not quite a third of the season, but I mean that's a big chunk of a season when you're out that long.
Here's the next one from Hudson. Taken a little bit high, 3 balls and a strike. Hudson, in his 2 games against the Reds this season, has gone 13 2/3, 11 hits, 6 earned runs. He has walked 6 and struck out 6. Hudson with the sign. Yadier puts down the target. The pitch, inside, ball 4. Jake Fraley is the DH. Fraley with 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. In his last 25 games, he has hit 6 of those home runs, driving in 14. Batting .300 in the last 25 games. Fraley went 0 for 3, a walk and a strikeout. He has yet to ground into a double play in 40 games this season. 3 infielders between first and second for the left-handed batting DH. Hudson with the pitch. A swing and a ground ball foul going past the first base coach, Delino DeShields. J.R. House is coaching over at third. David Bell is the manager of the Reds. His bench coach is Freddie Benavidez. The outfield, the Cardinals have Dickerson playing off the left field line. O'Neill in center straight up. The same for right fielder Lars Nootbaar. With nobody out, no score. First inning, the pitch. Check swing and a ball high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Your pet's diet requires more protein, vitamins, and probiotics, which are typically baked out of traditional pet food during the manufacturing process. They need Dynavite, a daily whole food powdered supplement. Trusted for over 20 years by pet owners. Visit Dynavite.com. The pitch. Grounded and just foul back of first down the right field line. That was close to a double. So close.
Well, and the walk, the leadoff walk, makes that potential double a potential run with the speed of Jonathan India at first base. And, the walks, that has to stop with Dakota Hudson. It's frustrating, John, because you warm up before a game. You warm up for 15 to 20 minutes. You get your command down. You throw your 8 to 10 pitches before you go out on the mound for that first time. You expect command to be there from pitch one, but with Dakota, sometimes that's elusive at the beginning of a game.
Ball and 2 strikes on Jake Fraley. Dakota Hudson with a look to first. The pitch. Fraley fouls that one off down the left field line. 1-2. Since his major league debut, July 28, 2018, Hudson has a ground ball rate of 56.5. So he has been able to work around many of his walks by getting the next batter to go the 2-for-1 route on the double play.
And I know you agree with this, but it's still playing with fire.
Oh, it sure is. Especially in this small ballpark. The 1-2 pitch here for Fraley. Strike 3 called over at the knees. Fraley takes a look to the home plate umpire, Valentine, and then turns and walks back to the first base dugout.
The players are all not happy about the lower part of the zone, but they are all strikes. Every one of them. He's been right on so far. And I like the bottom part of the zone being strikes, especially with Dakota Hudson pitching. When he walked, the leadoff batter, John, all those pitches were up. And he doesn't want to live up there anyway.
Now Kyle Farmer. Farmer's 1 for 5, 2 walks, an RBI, and 2 hit by pitches facing Hudson. The infield at double play depth and balanced. The pitch. Farmer looks at a ball a little bit low. Hudson was the winner Thursday at the Cubs, going 7 innings, 2 runs on 5 hits. He walked 2, struck out 4, and threw 97 pitches, and really locked in around the 3rd inning the rest of the way in his outing.
Sure did.
The 1-0 pitch, a move to first instead, a late tag put down on India. India has only 2 steals in 6 attempts.
So Dakota was better the 4th inning on, but that's something we wouldn't know much about because we don't often see him in the 4th inning on. Ali has a quick hook with Hudson, and often that's because the pitch count is up.
Hudson is ready for his 12th pitch of the inning, 1 on, 1 out. Farmer takes up and in. He was leaning out over the plate and had to do the limbo getting out of the way. 2-0. J.R. House goes through the signs in the third base coach's box. The Reds are wearing their home white uniforms, red caps and helmets. The Cardinals in the road grays with Cardinals across the front of the jersey and the Birds on the gold bat. Navy blue caps and helmets. The pitch. Hard hit ground ball over the third base bag. Arenado jumps, throws to second out, on to first, safe. I don't know how Arenado made that play. Looked like the ball may have hit the bag, and then Arenado caught it and threw a strike to second.
It did hit the bag, and he was able to still focus on catching the ball and had the guts to throw the ball to second base. I think the Reds are wondering whether Donovan actually had his foot on the second base bag. They say play on, but he did move that foot pretty quickly off the bag after catching it, and a close play at first base. But as we look at it on the replay, it did indeed hit the bag. The jump throw by Arenado. Donovan's feet were so quick.
How many third basemen can make that play?
Not many. Yeah, maybe Riley makes it.
Maybe.
Chapman would be another one that comes to mind.
That's who I was thinking. Donovan Solano, the batter, 10 for his last 28. The right-handed batter takes strike 1.
Only because I just love this guy. Something tells me that Terry Pendleton could still make that play at his age.
At his age?
I didn't say it was logical. It's just that's kind of a thought I had. I thought he was terrific at third.
The pitch, and there's a bounding ball fouled off to the left. Well, Albert Pujols, at age 42, is closing in on 280, batting 277, playing in his 80th game this season.
And it's Adam Wainwright's birthday, by the way.
Happy
today.
birthday, Adam.
It is birthday number 41 for him, the only 41-year-old in baseball. There are 3 at 42 and above, and one of them is the Cardinals DH today, Albert.
The pitch is taken high, 1 ball, 2 strikes on Solano, 34-year-old infielder from Colombia. Nothing, Cardinals Reds, bottom of the first inning. A leadoff walk to India, and he was out at second on Kyle Farmer's force play ground ball. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that takes care of Solano and the Reds as Hudson struck out 2 in the inning with 1 walk. On to the second, no score at Great American Ballpark.
Hi, y'all. Welcome back to Trucker Lives Matter, presented by Gail Fredericks Trucking. Today, we have a special guest, Donna, the operations manager at GFT. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Dixie. Thank you for having me.
Tell me, Donna, what's so special about driving for GFT?
First and foremost, our drivers truly matter. They get top pay plus opportunities for monthly bonuses, every weekend at home, paid holidays and vacations, and they are pre-dispatched so they aren't wasting time waiting on us.
Oh, girl, I love money. Tell me more about the pay.
We pay on percentage, so our rate increases have meant our driver pay has actually exceeded inflation. Our van drivers have averaged 78 cents per mile this year, and our flatbedders have seen 82 to 85 cents per mile on average.
Donna, tell our trucking audience how they can get on with GFT.
Our openings are limited, but professional drivers can call 765-793-7131 or email dixie@gftlog.com.
There you have it, drivers. Call 765-793-7131 today.
Hi, I'm Jay Lehman. As a former elite athlete, my chiropractic care is very important to me. I believe in it, but sometimes chiropractic care can be expensive and inconvenient, but not at the Joint Chiropractic, located at 2003 South Neal. Not only does the Joint have great chiropractors, it's affordable, convenient, and no appointment or insurance is necessary. Text Champagne to 56468 to claim the new patient special, $29 for a consultation, examination, and adjustment at the Joint Champagne.
There's one name you need to know in car repair in the central Illinois area, and that's John Marshall. John is the owner of PDR Automotive in Urbana and makes it his mission to know that your car will start when you come to pick it up. John strives for a repair in the most efficient time possible and is the right person to take care of your car. From tires to engine to electrical to the simple oil change. Trust in John at PDR. 1008 North Cunningham in Urbana. John's team will take care of you like family.
Justin Dunn breezed through the first 3 batters. Ground out by Newbar. A called third strike on Donovan. A called third strike on Goldschmidt. Now the Cincinnati right-hander will pitch to Nolan Arenado, Tyler O'Neill, and Albert Pujols in the second inning of a 0-0 game. Dunn stands 6'2", 185 pounds. His pitch, strike called over at the belt. Born in Freeport, New York, he pitched at A and AAA ball. He had 8 starts, 0-3 with a 6.75 ERA. Start number 5 here at the big league level with a 1-2 record. No slider goes outside for a ball. His 2 starts coming into this game against Pittsburgh and Philadelphia produced a 1-1 record, 2.45 ERA. So he worked 11 innings, 7 hits, but he walked 6 while striking out 9. The 1-1 way outside, that bounced to Romine. Romine throws a new ball to the mound.
Dunn is 6'2", but he has a 6'4"